Hello, beautiful humans. So honored and happy to share a healing process with you today. I want to support you to deepen your connection with Mother Mary. This might be useful if you're still finding your way to feeling a connection with her. Maybe you have an interest, but you're not quite sure. Perhaps you have found that connection and you just want to go a bit deeper. It's been my experience that even when we love her, there can sometimes be doctrinal or cultural conditioning around that relationship that as it begins to crumble, our heart connection with her can feel even more radiant and open and blessed. So I want that for you. I want you to have the type of divine connection with the type of divine being that you want, that feels resonant for you. So I offer this in service to that. So just taking a moment to connect with your heart. And we call upon our beautiful Mother Mary, Our Lady as sovereign, spiritual, divine feminine being, as our divine mother, independent of anything and everything, just simply existing in a loving heart connection with us, with all hearts who seek you. May your presence become known to them fully, gloriously, beautifully, with grace. So be it. Just being aware now of a sacred circle of light that is around you. You can generate this with your intention. Let it be whatever color feels good for you. It might be white light holding all of the colors, emanating a rainbow frequency. And within that space, allow your own awareness to rest in your heart. So you can do that by focusing on whatever brings you gratitude in this moment. Perhaps gratitude for being on a spiritual path. Many traditions hold that there's a lot of good karma required from past lives for that to even happen. But whatever your belief system around that may be, perhaps just honoring the depth and the promise that this spiritual path holds for you and your gratitude for that. Then dropping a little deeper into the heart, where we become aware of Our Lady as the love that is within our hearts. However that love manifests itself and expresses itself, she's there. And as that heart, that connection, that love within shines, imagine that you can release any interferences that have sat around that love, that have cloaked it or confused it or distorted it. So these might be inheritances of guilt or shame or fear, issues around mothering, conditioning to do with religion or culture. Imagine all of that being gently broken down, melting, dissolving into nothing as this love in your heart begins to emanate more strongly. And you can have compassion rather than resistance to that which is being released. And then imagining that it's easier for your heart to feel open, as though a burden or a weight upon it has been lifted. You may feel that there's a tension that leaves your shoulders or your head. A strength and a lightness in your back, in your body. An ability of your energy to flow through your feet more strongly and connect with the earth with more stability. A sense that this growing love in your heart that is unconditioned, that is free to simply radiate and be as it wishes to be, to love as you wish to love, without fear, without hesitation, without concern, natural, like a child, completely innocent and true. But this strengthens you from within, brings you to life in a more full and open way. Let that love exude spiritual warmth that radiates through your limbs, out through the top of your head, and cascades down like a fountain of sweet energy and nectar, nourishing you, nourishing your sacred circle, and spilling out from the circle onto your life path till it is completely blessed. Sense this light, this warmth in your heart as this universal presence of the divine feminine in this form of Our Lady, one human being to another, who understands loss, grief, hope, faith, courage, truth, the challenges of living one's path and one's love in a world that may not understand or support it. All of these things that she lived, that you may be living in your own way. Sense this kinship, this understanding, this compassion. And now, if you wish to, going even a little bit more deeply into your heart, following the breath as you breathe in, as if your awareness travels on the breath, moving into the deeper chambers of the heart. And this is where we connect with the secret essence of Our Lady as a divine feminine mystery. You may see a symbol here, connect with a sense of her. That could be as the Black Madonna or the Immaculate Heart. Could be Our Lady of Sorrows with swords through her heart. It could be the stars that often adorn her head or her robes as Guadalupe. Or it could be symbols that are sacred to her. The rose, the lily, the dove, the bee, the ladybug. It could be the planet Venus shining as morning and evening star. Perhaps her sacred colours of white and blue, sometimes red and deep green. Allow your heart to make the connection with her in this deeper way, with the symbols or the feelings that just intuitively align for you. So just be with her in your heart, recognizing that she's there and may assume any number of forms. So deconstructing the stories and opening up the truth between you and her now.
Beloved Lady who loves us without condition, who gives faith when we request it, who is our flawless and faithful guide, intercessor, protector, guide, devoted mother. May our hearts recognize your love and find peace. May our wants and needs be surrendered into your generous grace and fulfilled in a way that spiritually benefits all beings. May our strength, resilience, joy, mysticism, happiness, love, faith and confidence increase through our loving connection with you. May your grace flow into our hearts and through us into our world. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Sancta Maria, Mater Dei.
but sense that your soul can now relax and breathe more easily. Your energy can ground and find a sense of stability and inner certainty, even if the circumstances in the world around you are fluctuating and uncertain. What remains true and stabilizing is your faith and the confidence this gives you that you are being cared for and guided and directed and protected. And the divine grace and the loving intelligence that emanates from Our Lady's heart into your heart is far more powerful than even the most complicated circumstances or obstacles that you may face from time to time. When you're ready, allowing every facet of this guided process to begin to dissolve into light, transformed into a blessing and dissolving into your heart. Perhaps if you wish, placing your hands in prayer, maybe resting your hands at your heart. Just taking a breath in and a breath out and feeling that you are sealing with your intention this connection that you've made that cannot be taken from you or tampered with. This direct love that you have between you and the Divine Mother in her many forms, especially in this sacred human form that our Divine Mother took to be closer to us. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Being here fully in the here and now. Perhaps moving your hands and feet. And when you're ready, if you haven't already, just opening your eyes. Thank you for sharing this little process with me, beloved. I hope that your sincerity and your seeking brings forth all of the guidance and the connection and the realizations that you need to live your life with happiness and truth. So much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.